Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Women in prison are there for a reason. They've committed a crime. But they're being punished for their crime by being in prison. They should not have to face further punishment by being attacked or AR'd while in prison. And so one wonders why a man who has committed multiple R's of women is going to be locked up in a room with vulnerable women. Because he committed these crimes as a man, he was arrested as a man. But as soon as he realised he'd be going into a man's prison, where people who do the things he does are not very popular, he decided that becoming a woman was probably a pretty shrewd move. And that is what he has done. I have done many videos on this kind of thing. It's wrong, it's immoral, it's unethical, and it's absolutely dangerous to women. We're going to take a look at this article and we're going to show the man. And he is truly a monster. But we have to question why the woke wankers that run our judiciary seem to think that putting dangerous men in rooms with women is a good idea. Let's look at the article. So, of course, we all know that this is a result of Sturgeon's gender policy. She is pushing this. And she does not care about women in prison. As far as she's concerned, a woman in prison gets what she's given. And in this case, she's given a very, very dangerous man. And we have to look at this for what it is. He can call himself whatever he likes. And he probably doesn't believe that he's a woman. We know that this is the case. We know he's doing this simply to not go to prison with men. But Sturgeon keeps pushing this because it goes along with her agenda. Now, this guy is going to be locked up. Like I say, he's not even going to prison for the crime yet. This is just being locked up until he's sentenced. So it's like a reward for the attacks that he has committed. Why is Scotland doing this? Why is this man, and this isn't the first one in Scotland, but why is Scotland so set on endangering women? This particular fact, this act of putting this man in a prison by the authorities, run by the SNP, is without doubt a direct endangerment of women. There is no one who does not see this. And yet the authorities are doing this because they are told from on high, the Empress herself is pushing this agenda. That even women who've committed crimes, they're just fodder for men who want to attack them. There is no safeguarding and nobody will be fired when there are women in prison who will be attacked, that will be AR'd by this man and by others like him. So what on earth is going on? Anyway, we'll read into the article here. Transgender aura of women who first appeared in court as a man named Adam with a face tattoo before changing his gender ahead of trial for attacking two women. As he is sent to a woman's prison, I refuse to use the terminology they use. The mainstream media constantly does this. Oh, we must go along with this man's delusion because we don't want to be seen as, Islamphobe. But you are indeed seen instead as a bunch of wankers. Isla Bryson was known as Adam Graham when he carried out these attacks. The first victim was AR'd in 2016 and a second in 2019. First appeared in court, he first appeared in court as Adam Graham, but stood trial as a woman called Isla Bryson. It's understood that Bryson will be remanded in a unit at an all-female Cornton Vale prison. What a damn shame. It's shame on those who are locking him up. And I feel sorry for the women in there because they are now going to be living in perpetual fear of this man doing whatever he likes to them, because there'll be no one there at 3 o'clock in the morning when he's locked up with a vulnerable woman. There'll be no one there to safeguard her. He will just do whatever he wants because he is not a woman. He is a man and he is still intact. He has still got everything attached. Well, I do hope that when he goes into this jail, that the ladies there will grant him what he desperately wants. He desperately wants, apparently, to be a woman. We know he doesn't. We know he's just doing this to get out of going to a male prison. But he desperately wants to be a woman. So I hope that the women in this jail give him what he wants. They don't have penises. So let's hope that very soon, neither will he. But that's up to the women in there, and I do hope it happens. But we'll get deep into the story here. I'm not even doing that. A man has today been convicted of R-ing two vulnerable mothers while living as a man, and he's been remanded in an all-female jail for up to a month before his sentence. Isla Bryson was a shaven-headed Adam Graham who had a Mike Tyson-style face tattoo when he carried out these very bad attacks in 2016 and 19 after abusing the victims he originally met online, and the 31-year-old who claimed to have gender issues since the age of 4. Horse shit. But began transitioning from a man to a woman in 2020 after he'd been arrested after he realised he was going to a man's jail. He had denied the accusations. He told jurors that any sex was consensual, although insisted he did not like sleeping with women, and they made the first move. More horseshit. He loves sleeping with women because he is a straight man, and even though he's pretending to be a woman now, you can guarantee he won't be going with any men because it's not as though he's going to be loving the knob. The first victim recalled repeatedly stating no as her muscular attacker R-ed her when the man then got into bed beside her in 2016. The second woman was R-ed at a flat when they were planning to watch the film Mean Girls in 2019. So he has a history. This isn't a one-off. This isn't a one-off misunderstanding. I misread a situation or anything like this. This is multiple. This guy is a serial R-er of women, and the authorities, the SNP-run authorities in Scotland, are saying, no, it's fine. We don't care. Throw him in with as many women as you can. He's going to have a great time because, you know, this is what we do now. Today, he was found guilty of 2 R charges at the High Court in Glasgow. He denied the charges, saying in evidence that he would never hurt another human being. Well, wait till you see him and tell me if you believe him, because I think this is a third helping of utter horseshit. He had been out on bail, but was today remanded in custody by Judge Lord Scott until sentencing on February the 28th in Stirling. It is understood Bryson will initially be remanded in a specialist unit at the all-female Cordon Vale. That means not in the Gem Pop, because they know that even these women will have a go at him because of what he is. Now, we're going to see a picture. I'm going to come up and here he is. This man now claims to be a woman. Never in a million fucking years. And just look at the picture on the left. Does that look like a camel toe? Does that look like anything a woman might have? No. But that is going into prison with women. Shame on you, SNP. Shame on you, Nicola Sturgeon. You are launching that wolf into a female prison. You are scum. I'm going to finish this and come up and round off. I can't even go on with it because he annoys me so much. So there we have another example of the failings of the SNP. They are causing this. They are deliberately, they're going out of their way to endanger women. But what else do you expect from that tin pot dictator and her ragged band of barbarians? They are laying waste to Scotland. Everything that was good is now corrupt and broken. And now women in prison are no longer safe from the attentions, if you will, of the men that would be deliberately attacking them for their own gratification. It is disgusting. It is degenerate. And these people need to be voted out of office, chased out of office, chased up a tree, have the tree set fire to. There is no punishment harsh enough for these people. They are disgusting human beings. And yet, strangely, they are the one making the law. Whoever votes for them should be ashamed. And especially if they have female relatives in prison. Because this is what voting for the SNP does. I'm going to stop because I can feel the bile rising in my throat. Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, do hit that subscribe button. Help the channel. We are growing. We're growing remarkably fast. I did a video yesterday, and it was a great hit. And thank you all for watching. I appreciate every view, but we need to do something about these awful, awful times in which we live. So yeah, do hit that subscribe button. But listen, until next time, please be safe. Take care, and do not ever accept these mad, delusional men as women. Thanks and goodbye.